Hey guys, I don't know if the angle is good here. I can't remember how I used to have it. Anyway, so yeah, another unboxing here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I am waiting for 2 more. I actually had all of these yesterday, but I thought that the other 2 was gonna arrive today, but they didn't, so I just didn't feel like waiting longer. I wanna watch these now, so I'm just gonna do the video, and the other 2 I'll just unbox off camera, and maybe talk about them in the next unboxing video. And I'm gonna do that with the ones, since I haven't seen most of the ones that I order. You know, I can't really say what I think about them, so I'm gonna do that in the following unboxing. Only briefly, so I'm gonna do that in the ending here. Yeah, all of these are from Amazon except for this one, which is from cdon.com, which I talked a little bit about before. And this was, well, I can say it later when it's not so loud from the packaging. Oh brother, where art thou? Last time, maybe 2 videos ago, I opened up No Country for Old Men from the same offer, like £1 or something, from a Swedish store, or not a store but a website, and I got this from the same offer, very cheap. And I noticed that this is also a Coen Brothers movie, which I didn't really think about. It's not important, I just thought it was a bit pretty funny. I haven't seen this movie, but I've known about it for a long time. I don't know why I never watched it, but I'm looking forward to do so. Yeah, it looks really good. So now to the Amazon ones. Yeah. Feed. I don't know what this is about exactly, but I know it has something to do with force feeding. Like a man who enjoys force feeding women to death or something. I don't know. But I saw someone showing this, and then I looked it up, and I don't know. It looks pretty grotesque, and looks good, I guess. And next up here, it's Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. I've seen this maybe once or twice before. Is it Bernie Mac also? I didn't know that. I think that's him anyway. But yeah, I've seen this before, but that was like several years ago, and I don't remember all that much, but I remember that I liked it. It's like about the 2 of them, they get sort of mistakenly accused for a murder, and they go to prison for life or something. So I'm not exactly sure if that's correct, but yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this again. So yeah. This one is Adventures in Babysitting. I've never seen this, or I don't really know what it's about. Maybe it's just she babysits some kids and shit happens. That's basically all I know. And that's pretty much from the cover that I know that. And the title, I mean, I don't know much at all. good. And all of these are used, which I could just mention, except for the first one. But the ones from Amazon are. This one is actually not used, okay. Sealed. Castle Freak. By Stuart Gordon with Jeffrey Combs, I believe. Yes. Don't know. Well, I kind of know what this is about, yeah. It looks really good. I don't know. I'm assuming he's the freak. Maybe not, I mean, I don't know. But he looks like a lot of fun. So, well, now to the last one here. And I'm gonna talk about the other DVDs. Okay, well, I was completely wrong. This is not used either. And this one I'm so looking forward to watch. Misery. There was this one Family Guy episode from season 9, I believe. At least season 9 on the box set. I don't know if that's really season 9. But anyway, they sort of spoofed Misery. And I wanted to watch it really bad, and I didn't watch the episode because I didn't want to be spoiled, which I believe I would be, because it's Family Guy. So maybe I'll watch that now after watching the movie. But this looks really good. I know what it's about, and yeah, it looks like a movie that I'd like. I don't know. Looks really good. So that's yeah, that's all. And now just gonna talk about the other ones in the last video, if you remember which ones. I guess first I can show this one, Roseanne season 1. I only had this advice for that to go get it. This didn't fit in the mail slot. So but I thought it was good. I mean, it's not the best sitcom, but it is good. And I didn't know that Sarah Gilbert was playing Darlene. I know her from The Big Bang Theory, Leslie from The Big Bang Theory. And that's fun to see her acting as a kid also. I don't really like her in Big Bang Theory, but I like her here. I think she's better here. She just has a more interesting character. And then I think it's also fun to see, you know, when a show span over 9 seasons, which is the case here. It's fun to see the characters sort of, well, not the characters, but the actors what's the word? Well, just change, and especially if there's kids in the show, they're gonna become much older. For example, this one guy, which maybe 7 years old. So I think it's fun to see how they age through the series. And I don't know if that's something that most people don't care about, but I think about those stuff. And then we have the 2 Bergman movies, Persona and Scenes from Marriage. And I have to tell you that I wasn't really that pleasantly surprised with these 2. Persona was very artsy, to say the least. And Scenes from Marriage was, well, more intimate than I thought. It was very sort of simple, but I mean the dialogue was great, the acting was really good, but nothing happened. But I mean, I wasn't bored or anything. I mean, I thought they were pretty good. It's not my thing, or it could be. It's just these 2 just didn't happen to be for me or something. Well, I'm still gonna check out more Bergman movies. There's plenty that I wanna see. But the next one here is The French Connection, which I thought was great. Yeah, not really more to say about that. It was great. I'm not too interested in the second one, but eventually I'm guessing I am gonna watch it. Transamerica, love this. Thought Felicity Huffman was great, and thought it was really good. I think you should check that one out. Dogtooth. This wasn't really quite as extreme as I had in mind. It was good, definitely. Well, the violence that are in here is very graphic, especially the scene where she, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but she's in the bathroom, and if you've seen it, I'm completely certain that you know what I'm talking about, and that's just ridiculously realistic. So I am recommending you to check that out, but yeah, I guess I was expecting a little more scenes of that nature, but I mean, I'm not disappointed. It was just not exactly like I imagined, but I think it was a great movie. Very bizarre, almost surreal, but not really. Anyway, Fools Rush In. Yeah, this was bad. This was bad, but I like these movies. I didn't expect it to be, well, I kind of expected it to be pretty good. I didn't expect it to be bad, but it was pretty bad. Flight of the Conchords, Season 2. I heard people say that it's not as good as Season 1. And the only thing really I can say for certain that it's not as good as Season 1 is the songs. They are pretty bad in Season 2, I have to say. But other than that, the comedy, it's not a lot worse. If Season 1 would be 100%, I'd say Season 2 is between 90 and 95. So it's not a lot of difference. It's absolutely hilarious. I rarely laugh as much as I seem to, as I do when I watch that show, and I'm already looking forward to rewatching it. And yeah. And then the last thing here is Metalocalypse Season 1. Very much looking forward to get Season 2 of that. I think it's genius. Absolutely fantastic. I thought one thing was really fun in this one. There's like an episode where they go to the episode where their parents are involved, or their families, and they go to like a diner, maybe a miniature golf course. And I don't know, if you don't listen to metal, then you won't really get it. But it's very subtle. But the titles of those places, like the diner is called Bursums, and the miniature golf course, I'm not sure if that's what it was, but it's called like Marduk's Miniature Golf Course, something like that. And then another place with Gorgroth in the title, and they're all in Norwegian. No, Marduk is Swedish, but the other two are Norwegian black metal bands. All three are black metal bands, but Marduk is Swedish. And I guess all three bands are of the evil kind in black metal. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's not important. But I thought that was pretty funny. First, when Bursums came up, I was like, that's supposed to be a hint to the band. But I didn't think further. And then when I saw Gorgroth in the next one, or Marduk, I can't remember the order here, but then I was pretty certain, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyway, that's this video. Doesn't really matter. I usually show the stack like this, but I threw them away on the bed, so I can't do that now. Anyway, losing my voice here, I noticed. So that's all for this time, and that's gonna be the last video until I go to London. So hopefully I'll find some cool stuff in London. Maybe film some stuff from there. I mean, you've probably seen it, but it could be fun to do, at least for me. So we'll see about that, and thanks for watching. See you next time.